You know, John Dewey, the great educator and author and researcher, nearly 100 years ago, wrote that the problem with schools is isolation, right? That they're isolated from life. And so what happens, right, when we send our kids into institutions that are isolated from life, that are isolated from the things that they care about, isolated from the world that they see, isolated from the world that they wake up to every day. And when you have that kind of disconnect, it makes school, unfortunately, a very disappointing kind of experience for many of our kids. So part of our challenge to you is, as you begin to think about and design new kinds of innovations and new solutions, how do we make education something that's relevant, connected to young people's lives, connected to the things that they care about, connected to who they are, and connected to the world that they would like to see? And so in the process over the last 6 or 7 years or so, the MacArthur Foundation has really been the architect of kind of a new vision of learning. And one of those principles is this idea of shared purpose, right? So what happens when learning becomes something that a young learner and a teacher and a mentor sort of are collectively invested in and collectively involved in, when they work together side by side? Again, reversing this model of the teacher being the authority figure, the teacher being the one that has all of the knowledge and sort of just shares that knowledge and distributes it with his or her students. What happens when they work side by side? What happens when they work sort of towards a purpose, towards an end goal? We think that that's really important. And likewise with peers, how do we create project-based kinds of assignments where people work together, where students work together rather than competing against each other for the top grades, work together to solve problems in a way that's empowering and in a way that's really important?